Uncle Patrick, y'all. Little bitch. Little bitch. What's a little bitch? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Big Grizz. We back with another story time with Grizz, man. This is the last one of the day. This is the first time I smoked weed. Now, y'all know the first time I got caught. Well, no, this is technically, y'all know the first time I got caught smoking at school. But this is the first time I got caught. Well, actually, I didn't get caught. I snitched on myself, but y'all heard more about that in the story. But this is literally the first time I was smoking weed. Honestly, first time ever smoking weed. And yeah, man, it's kind of fun. It's funny as well. There's a story involved. Like I said, it's a nice little story. So we finna get into this shit. We on the road to 10K. Like, comment, subscribe. I like doing these because this way y'all get to know me a little bit more, my background, where niggas grew up, how niggas grew up, shit like that. Yeah, make sure you tap into all the videos. Y'all know we going crazy. Shit, without further ado, hey, now get into the story. First time. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is my last. This is how I know I mess with y'all. This is literally, I told y'all, if y'all watched the last story time, I said, bro, this is the last shit I got. Literally the last bit of weed, and I just caught like the other day. It's gone already, bro. It's gone. I don't know, man. I just be smoking. I just don't realize. That's why I like need a girlfriend or something like that could smoke too. That way, like, bam, like, babe, like, you still got some of your shit, like, oh yeah, sir, let's roll ours. Bro, it just be me, so I just be smoking that shit, bro. And I smoke. I don't know, y'all smoke, but I smoke though. Like, I smoke. Like, I like being I like getting jiggy, bro. But anyway, so this time is like this year is kind of, I think I'm in like ninth, I want to say ninth grade. Yeah, I was still like young, like 14, ninth grade. I know, if y'all know, I shared this on the channel, but my father, he had got killed when I was 8 years old. He had got shot 11 times. Yeah, he had got shot and killed when I was 11 years old. I'm sorry, I said 11. I was 8 years old. But yeah, so I never really knew his side of the family, like growing up, all like that, until he passed. Like, honestly, I didn't meet none of my aunts, none of my cousins from my dad's side until he had, only person I met was my grams. But RP Grams, you know what I'm saying, she's right here, you know what I'm saying, RP Grandma Debbie. But yeah, she, back to the story. But yeah, I never met none of my family members until my father had passed. So like after my father's funeral, I had, you know, reconnected back, like, obviously with my peoples from that side and shit. And I had started going over my aunt's house like on the weekends and shit, just sometimes, just spending time with them because they wanted to see me. I'm the oldest out of all my dad's kids. Like, I'm literally the oldest. There's no one under me. I'm the oldest of my mom's kids and my dad's kids too. I'm the oldest on both sides. Big Grizz, yeah, big dog. But yeah, man. So like I said, I started going over there weekends and shit. And I had a cousin. His name was E. Well, he's still E. Shout out E. I don't know if he's gonna be watching this. I actually don't know if E. I dropped my phone. I don't know if E be tapped into the videos, but yeah, E. My cousin E. He's a little couple years older than me. I don't know how old, but he's just older than me. Yeah, he's older than me. E, you know how old you are, gang. I don't really know how old you are. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. How old am I, nigga? It's like, no, I'm just playing. But yeah. So yeah, my cousin E, we would always go over there. Like, my aunt's house was always cool. Like, you know, I always had fun over there. You know, they always treated me with love. Shit, always got fed good. You know what I'm saying? It was always fun every time I went over there. Like, never a bad experience. So one day you go over there, my cousin was really like into weed and shit. I'm still like, this is literally, like I told you, this is probably the first time I've ever smoked, period. Like, period. Like, literally first time in life hitting a blunt. So like, he would always be smoking and shit. I just never paid it no more. Like, I was always around weed growing up. My aunt did it. My cousin who stayed with my aunt did it. On my mom's side, they always smoked weed. I was always around it. I just never, you know, it was never just like, it just always stunk. I saw I knew it was weed. It just stank. Like, I knew weed had a different smell to it and shit like that. To be honest, I never was like, I'm just like, But, you know, after my dad died and shit, you know, I was good. That really changed me, I feel like, because I didn't know him. And the fact that I didn't know him and he was, like, killed. And the fact that he got killed, shot 11 times, like, really was, like, fucking with me. Like, after he died, like, because I had lost my grandpa first. First, I lost my grandfather, right? Then a couple months later, like, in August, I lost my grandfather in, like, November, right? Yeah, it was, like, November. Then the following year, you know, it was, yeah, I lost my grandfather in, like, November, right? November 25th, I want to say. November 25th. I lost my grandfather first. And then my dad got shot and killed right after that, bro. So I'm still grieving from my grandpa, because my grandpa's like my best fucking friend. This man used to take us everywhere. We used to do everything with my grandpa. We used to just be out. Like, we used to call us his road dogs. We did everything together. We went to church on Sundays because he was a deacon, so we would always be up early for church. But Saturday, we would do nothing but watch. He's the reason why I love Marvel. I love DC. He's the reason why I love Mortal Kombat, video games. All that type of shit is because of my grandpa, literally. But, so I was still grieving with him. Like, I haven't really even got over him yet. And then, boom, I found out my dad had passed. And, I mean, that really did mess with me right then and there. But at the same time, it did. Because it's like, bro, I always knew in the back of the head that I had a dad. But I just hadn't, like, met with him. My dad really wasn't in my life or like that type shit. So, 9 times out of 10, I'm going through a lot. I'm like 9 years old right now. 9, 10. No, I said, no, wait. Wait. I'm just telling y'all what I'm going through. No, I'm talking about the trauma. Like, so I'm still going through this shit as a kid and up to a teenager. I told y'all this was like, I was like 13, 14 when I smoked with them, but I was still going through this in my head. I'm just giving y'all the timeline. So I'm still grieving from both, because these technically are the only males really, you know, that positive males in my life type shit. My grandpa was like my first heartbreak. I'm low-key still dealing with that shit to this day, because it just, bro, that shit really fucked me up, because, yeah, bro, he's still not here, bro. I was really like my boy. But, anyway, so yeah, we got all my cousins and shit. I'm just like, y'all know why. So a lot of shit was going on, and I'm just like, at the time, like, if you knew me as a kid, bro, like, unless I was just like comfortable around you, I didn't talk at all. Like, I was always quiet. Like, even sometimes now I'm still quiet, but I'm more out of my shell than how I used to be back then. But then I was really in my shell. Never really talk to people. Like, I would be around people. I'd just be one of those quiet ass people. My cousin was like, yo, you got a lot on your mind, cause this was just the day I was over there. Fast forward back to the smoking incident. I just had to let y'all know, like, what I was going through. Like, I was really depressed. I was having hard times in school, like, after my dad passed and all of that shit, acting out, and a lot of shit was going on. I was just battling a lot of stuff. But, so my cousin, I was just sitting there just thinking and shit. We was watching the Leprechaun. I never forget it. First time seeing this movie ever. It was the Leprechaun in the Hood, bro. We was watching the Leprechaun in the Hood. I think my grandma was cooking us some chicken and fries or some shit. And my cousin was just sitting there rolling up, and I was just deep in thought. I wasn't even watching the movie. I was just like deep in thought, because I was just thinking about a lot. I told y'all, bro, like, my dad and my grandpa dying really, like, affected me. Like, it really affected me type shit. Like, it really, like, fucked with me, because, like, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of males in my family all like that, for real. Like, you know. You know, my RP Uncle Blair, you know what I'm saying? He was another one of those. And also him too, I forgot. That's another death, bro. It was 3 deaths, bro. Those 3 right there. Like, the men in my family, bro, like, those are the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those 3, I forgot my Uncle Blair. He died as well too. Like, my 9th, 10th grade year of high school as well too. So I was still dealing with that. So then I go with my cousin, and I'm just, bro, like I said, bro, every time I went over my aunt's, it was always like, I liked always going up somewhere else, because it was like a world away from a world. So like I said, we just sitting there, he's rolling up and shit. And then he was like, cousin, I'm about to go outside, man. You look like you need to stimulate your mind, Craig. He's like, you got a lot on your mind. Come ride with me. Come talk to me while I smoke and shit. And I'm like, fuck it. I mean, and this is the South Side. They lived on the South Side. Like, so then this is like the bad part of the South. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go out with him. I don't want to go out there by myself and shit. So I went out there with him, and we just get heavy in the talk. I did talking about my dad. I get talking about everything, my grandpa, just the living situation, you know what I'm going through now in school and shit, and just trying to figure out, like telling them like I just want to, you know, get out this hood, get out the hood, just I don't know, just, you know, young nigga talk, like I want to change my family, like all that shit like that. And then out of nowhere, our boy's like, he's like this, He do it sneaky, like he do it like somebody was watching.